Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to our big mega city here in Transport Fever 2. If this is the first time you're watching right now, the goal of this series is to build the biggest city we possibly can within the game, and we have kind of took an interesting approach to grow Falls Town to what it is right now. We've got our multipliers pretty high. We've got the editor set to 600, which the maximum is 800. And today we are going to push it to 700, which means we're only going to be 100 away from maxing out the city's stats. And then it's just a case of playing the waiting game as it continues to grow. Now, last episode, we added in a few additional lines. We extended the bus lines. We built some more train lines. Things went swimmingly. But today, we're going to focus on those train lines. We implemented our last 3 cities on our 4th city route. You can see how big the cities are here compared to these ones. This has got a little bit more time to grow. We've built the line that brings the main centre point in, but then we've got to do the 2 outers and lead them in as well. And then we've got to create the bypassing routes, which is also going to be really, really interesting. So if you are enjoying the series so far, guys, and maybe want to see more, then make sure you smash that like button down below. Subscribe if you are new, so you get notified when more episodes do come out. Now, building this is actually a bigger task than what it looks like. It might look like we only got to connect 1 line up, 2 lines up, but there's more than that. Currently, we have this city here. We have the outer line here going down and bypassing. This line going round and bypassing. We even have a line that goes from here, comes down, bypasses to come down to here. So by that logic, we need 2 lines here. 1 splits to go into Falls Town. 1 comes down and bypasses. Another line that comes down here into Falls Town, splits and bypasses. But then we need another line that comes through Falls Town, technically bypassing, and kind of connecting down to here with a bypass. There's a lot of bypasses, guys, isn't there? There is a lot of bypasses going on right now that we're trying to keep on top of, but it gets a little bit slightly out of hand. So there's lots of configurations we are going to have to get set up. So yeah, if you are enjoying the series and you're excited to see how far we can take this city, then make sure you smash the like button down below. Subscribe if you are new, so you get notified when more episodes do come out. But my city size right now, 4,500. Can we push it to 5,000? That's going to be a pretty big ask right now. Now, something I realized before I started recording this was some of my loops and some of my junctions here, I haven't really added in all of the signals, which technically is stopping some of the routes or the loops for the trains consistently going around. Now, we've got Route 9 there. That's one we've recently just built, so I'm not going to play around with the trains just yet because I got to wait for them to kind of settle down slightly. I'm trying to see if I can kind of... I seen it via one of these routes, and it was mainly the line 17, which I now fixed. But basically, I've got to, at some point, go through all the signals because I need to add signals in because some of the trains weren't leaving. I did say in a previous episode that I've got to come back and do all the signals, and guess what, guys? Low-key kind of forgot. Yeah. So I'll get onto that at some point, don't worry. So, this is what we're working with today, this episode alone, and to do this, I kind of have to get rid of some of my existing lines, because if we look at it in total, forget the middle line for a second, let's focus on this outer line. Now, we're going to use the inner one here, or we could use the outer one, doesn't really matter, but let's say we use the inner one. That's going to bend around and come down and connect up to this central line here. To be honest with you, I could use the outskirts line there, which wouldn't be a bad idea, unless I use the outskirt line to be the bypassing route to go down to into this city, but it means that I've got to move one of these train lines on the left-hand side. I didn't plan this out very well on this one, and the same thing goes for over here. I'm already utilizing the 2 outskirt lines. I needed to move them over both by 1 to make the outer one free to create the bypass to come down. Now, while I should have done that, I could also not change it and just slightly reconfigure how the trains run themselves in, thus to save me a lot of time and effort. I'll see I'll see how much this is going to annoy me is probably the main thing that we're going to look at. So I think we're going to start here then. This is where we're going to start. Now, do we have any trains going around the outer side? We do. So in theory, if I get my train track construction right now, and if I bring this, I mean, it helps if I was selected to there. If I bring this to here and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, bam, and then try and go up and over, which how much can I bring this down by? Instantly bringing it down by 2. So that is the world's smallest bump right there. Bring this up and over as well. And then if I bring this, how far down do I do the... I'm going to bring it to there. Once I've got this perfectly situated, we're all good. So then bring this up by 1, 2, and then we're back to normal. We're back to our normal, regularly scheduled height. So if I go from there and do another one like that, and then theoretically, the one I do here, and run this all the way down, and the one I do there is for the other side of the train tracks, the middle line, that will continue to push itself over. That's theoretically what that one's going to be for. So if I then delete that middle line, there we go. I've just got to bring that in, and then we have a perfectly situated flyover route. I don't know why this feels like it's going so easy. I don't know what I've done to deserve such an easy setup right now. I don't know what I've done to deserve this. I don't know what I've done. Right, get rid of that signal there. There we go. And there we go. Signal's all set up. I got a signal there, which is all good. So this place over here is technically all okay. Nice. So I'm going to run. And I do need to bring that connecting over as well. Bringing it all in. We're going to run. So if we kind of view it from like this angle, we have the 2 lines coming in. One goes only to this station and leaves it. And then we have the other one that completely bypasses, doesn't stop to lead over in that direction. And that's what we're going to do here. We're going to have that one train line that comes in and ends at this stop. And the other one's going to completely bypass it and not stop at the stations. So if I run this going through... Oh, I forgot there. We've got to pass this over as well. So if I do one there, to there, to there, all I've got to do is run you to here, and then run you to here, delete you, delete you, delete you, and then that goes to over there. I've got to do the same here because this is for my bypassing route, by the way. Right there, bam, bam. And then this should, if I bring it just down to there to kind of mimic the height differential, that should go all the way up and over, no problemo. Delete that middle bit. Don't just love it when it just slowly comes together. I've obviously got to do that side, but I'll hang on to that bit, okay? We'll hang on to it. So this has got to come from over in that direction. We'll try and kind of match this strip here. So if I mean, how can I do this is the question. If I went to there, brought you out, brought you out, brought you out, brought you out, brought you out to there, and then delete all of this, and then we'll just use that alignment to kind of work with. So bringing this up, I'll take it to there is all good for me. And then if I do one more, nice, 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 nice. Actually, if I just do that bit there, that snaps into there. That snaps into there. Oh, wait, hold on. Why am I bringing 2 in? Oh, yes, that's right. Yeah, because one's bypassing, and then the third one's going straight ahead. I had to think for a second there. Wait, what am I doing here? So bringing this up, and for us, this will bend in. That's a little bit too much of a sharp bend, so we'll go from there, and then bend that round and down. Bend that round and down into there. Then for us, that... Well, we got to find where this currently ends on the old bendy Rudy. This is all to make it look, you know, like it was built in one big go. That's what we're trying to do here. So bend that round. Bend that round. And then for this line, all we're doing is pushing this up. So theoretically, what I'm actually doing right now is building 3 lines all at the same time. So we'll utilize our bypassing route on this outer side. I could have brought the bypassing route in, but utilizing the outer section there to completely skip the whole area is pretty good. It just kind of messes me up going into these directions, which is not a problem. So if I work with the bypassing route to begin with first, theoretically, what I would have done, it would have connected to the most right side here if these two were moved over by 1. You know what I mean? But what I could do is I could bring, to be lazy and not change it all, I could bring this all up here. And while they then start to, one goes that way, one goes that way, kind of bring it up and then take it under to connect to over there. That is then meaning... I say I'm lazy, but what it also means is I haven't got to then change all the train lines, where they're stopping at the stations, then have to wait for all the trains to get onto the right train tracks. It saves me a lot of headache. Granted, it doesn't look the most appealing, and it kind of then is a little bit of a boo-boo on what I've already done. But it will do the job. It will do the job. Right, there we go. And then just get over the road. And then we just want to bring it down. So let me just get up and over on this. And we've got issues already. So I'm going to have to build these in stages again. So to there. Just to there. There we go. And bring that all the way down. So. Now, I just want to get this connected. Now, I've got 2 options. I could either just run a straight line like that. And that does exactly what I need it to do. Underpasses, connects, all that jazz. But I don't like how it sinks it in. I don't know why it's chosen to kind of sink it all in. I don't like that. It's like it's gone down to kind of be able to reach itself back up. Now, annoyingly, it's stressing me out. So I'm going to manually do it. I don't like it sinking down. It shouldn't need to sink down. I wish there's a better way to kind of delete as well, because it is kind of annoying, isn't it? Right. Bend you like that. Bend you like that. Then I'm going to run you all the way down now. So far we can ultimately go to there, which is great for us. I should have just done this in the first place. Oh, I'm blaming you guys. It's all your fault. Clearly can't be my fault, can it? Right. That to there. So the bridge remains and it elevates up. Good stuff. So we get to keep our existing network. We're just chopping and changing it over. And that leads... And now we have a bypassing section. Granted, I've had to flip it round, but we have a bypassing section. So, in reality, I've just now got to connect all of the train tracks leading down. And annoyingly for me, there is 8 cities on this line. But thankful for me, I've only got to do the crissy-crossy on one area. Which is all good. Future Seniac is still not happy with past Seniac for not completing this section. What a fool. But like I said, I am simultaneously building 3 lines at once right now. So while it does feel like I've got a lot of stuff to do, I'm very easily going to be able to implement 3 lines all at the same time. So bringing you down and straight in. Is that the last one? That is the last one. So it's here we do the crisscross. And while I'm here, we might as well throw the signals in so I don't need to come back. So try and do it on each one as we go along. Trying to match where the current signals are. La-dee-da-dee-da. Keep it going. Keep it going. Just hoping that I've got everything all positioned correctly. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. And there we go. Is this the last one now? I've lost track of how many I'm still doing here. Surely that's the last one, right? Yes, it is. So do I do... Yeah, we might as well do the auto signal now. Might as well do the auto signal. So, bam. And then we'll run all the way down. And then we'll implement you going back. And then just the last one just there. Right. Granted, still got to do all that. That's not the issue. That's not an issue right now. So, if we now implement you there. Oh, I haven't even finished the train line. Implement you there? Yeah, no, I'm an idiot. I haven't even finished the train line. What am I doing right now? What foolishness am I doing right now? Right, so if we then choose the outer side here to connect to there, you can see how that's now going to elevate, which for me is completely fine. Do not mind one singular bit. And if that was running through all of these here, I'll extend this. Okay, maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. Maybe not. How is this going to work with the connection here? I reckon we bring this just slightly a little bit further out, but we kind of elevate it as we do bring it slightly further out. Bridge. Oh, okay. So let's not do it that way then. Let me bring this again a little bit further down. Just slightly lift it up a little bit. There we go. Bit jazzy, but you know what? I actually don't like it. I don't like it, and also, why is it decided to connect in at the same area? Right. Delete from there. About to say, I'm trying to do that without deleting the road, and I've gone ahead and deleted the road. Alright. There we go. Delete you. Train track, where was we? So trying to mimic this one. So up and over. I feel like it's about there. I should have simultaneously built them together rather than doing them individually. Right, that will do. That will kind of do. That will kind of do. Right, signals then. Since we've got them in there, we're going to do another set there and there, which will mess up my auto signals in general anyway. Bam. Bam. That should take me somewhat going back to a normal position. So from that station, we now lead all the way down there, which is good. We lead into here where the one ends, and the other one goes all the way to there, which I've got to bring it into there, which we already have the train lines connected to each of the stations, because past Seniac was a good Seniac back then, leading on down here. So we just got to extend this, which I've got to delete that now just to get it out of the way. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. And I've got to go underneath here to pop back up. So what I'm thinking of is we continue to follow the curvature of this line, and then we're gonna go maybe up and over it is probably the better way to do it. Maybe up and over. So I think we are stopping the bend about there-ish. I mean, it's never going to be perfect. Let's be honest. Never going to be perfect. And I reckon... yeah, I reckon we then start to raise this up. Keeping the raising going. Bridge type is important, because that maintains speed. There we go. So up and over, and that will just kind of run straight until it meets up with this one. But I've got to sort this one out. So this theoretically right now is my last bit of serious construction I've got to do to get these now all working. Oh, I could take it under. No, I'm not taking it under. Right. Bring you to there. Bring it right down as soon as I can. And then there's your normal height. And now we're running out. So let me now just do this with this one. And then just on the bump here is where we set it up to connect to that. So we're just going to go up and over. I'm just going to go up and over. Up and over. And then delete the middle one here that we don't need. And then just connect these in. So we have to get rid of that signal now, because that's going to be slightly in the way. Connecting in. Connecting in. And let me just do the signal there and there. That would be an issue. Ah, actually, I didn't need this middle one to go up and over. I've done it anyway. I've implemented it anyway, but I didn't need that one to go up and over because we're not having that middle line continue all the way through. So, theoretically now then, we're going to bring this up by 2. Theoretically, I just now need this to want to connect to here. And then we bring this all the way down. So the whole thing's staying elevated. Make life easier. Right, ta-da! So like I said, we've had to do some crissy-crossies, but that's all done. So the only thing I've got left to do is just run the train tracks going all the way down, and we're going to have a passenger line on all 3 lines. But let me just make sure that I am completely done. We should have the crisscross implemented down here, which... no, actually we don't. Okay, that's a good point. We checked. Right, that's in. I need the auto signals right now. Let me just sort out the rest of my signals. So you're going that way. And then running all the way back. And we'll do it from here. Oh, the auto signal's already in? Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong one. Guys, it kind of helps if you look at the right one. Right, we'll do it from here. Now, like I said, I'm going to do we don't really need many signals coming down this side. I'm just going to do them to match it because they're not stopping at any of these stations. That's all done. Signals working through there. It's then just all of this. Wow. So this, theoretically, is going to do a lot of work for us, these 3 lines when we get them up and running. They're going to take a huge weight off Foolstown's shoulders, especially with the bypassing route. That's going to be the wild one. But like we did with our 8 city run, we also need to implement trams, because trams can be our massive, huge, mahoosive friend. They really can be our friend. Right, why am I having issues here? I don't think I was connected up to the right section, was I? No. I don't think I was then. Because having trams then decipher the traffic between the 3 sets of stations running through the same city really then cuts down an unnecessary travel of people having to go to and from a different city to travel to the same city. So like I said, it really, really, really helps us out. Right. Oh, no, one more. I'm about to say that was the last one, but no, this is the last one. Right, bam, 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 bam. And of course, on each one of these, this is the end station. So we're going to implement crisscrosses on each one. And let's finalize now, boys, with the signals. Now, this should be fairly easy to do. The signals. That actually felt like quite a big distance there between those stops. Fairly to do because there's not that many of them. There really is not that many. So, bam, 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 bam. Almost there, boys. Bam, 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 bam. Is that the last one? Yes. Right. Finally, we can now build the lines. Okay, so you'll see a lot of heat get taken off this middle line as well. That's why I haven't really played around with that yet until we do this. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start every stop off on this station here because I'm then going to take it to the next one so it knows what part of the train tracks it's currently going to be on. So if I run this down to here, for example, that then should allow me to make sure we are on the correct side. So coming in, bam. Now, if I go back this way, it doesn't split for me. But if I tell it to go on number 1, that's now split for me. And every one of these stops. Wait, what happened there? Number 10. Hold on. Should be 1. There we go. You should be 1. Right, each one of these stops now should be 1. Are they all updating? Right. That's getting weird. Please don't tell me I've got to come back. Why were they all auto-updating? Right, hold on, boys. I'll fix this. No. I've got to do every single one. Right, there's me going, yeah, I can... Don't worry, guys. I got this in the bag right now. Turns out there was no bag, and I didn't have it in any of the bags. No, you're on the wrong one altogether. No. Damn it. Right, gotta flip these all round. Oh, not those on 6. They should be on 5, right? Where's 17? 17 should be over here, right? So 17, yes. So from 17 down, it's on 5. And then 21. So 21 can utilize both stops, which it does. Right, there we go. And obviously then number 9 for us can also utilize both stops. So number 9. There we go. Right, that route there is set up. I'm not going to buy the trains just yet. Or do we? No, we'll buy the trains now and get that line up and running. So building. And I'm just going to place you... Right, I'm going to... Oh, right, that's not the right button. I'm going to place you like that. And then see if I can kind of then attach all of these. So you're into there. You're into there. You're into there. Right, that works for us. So let me buy the electric multi-units, the dual stocks. We're going to buy, because it's going down to the 8 city section, I'm going to buy 10. This is going to the 8 city section. Oh, what line number is that now? Because I've renamed some lines recently. That was line 2. Right, so by the time I've done the next line, all those trains should be then out and about, hopefully anyway. Right, another new line. Will this play ball? I don't know. I don't know. So from here to here, did I do a crisscross here? I did not. I'm going to do the crisscross. Oh, do I do it there after that junction? I'm going to do it just after. So add a stop to go back. And then bam. Right, clearly there's going to be something wrong with this. We know that. We know that. So in, which is number... Oh, I've got it all wrong in general. Right, you know what? Scrap that line. I got it all wrong because it decided, or I didn't notice that it put the station in the wrong section. Right, that needs to be on number... It's the middle one, isn't it? Yeah, 3 and 4. It is on the correct one already. 3 and 4. Okay. Then from there, go back. Wait, why is it in Richmond South? Right, we'll go from there. There. Right, I've done it again. I am an idiot. Right, Fallstown Station, Richmond Brent, then you do the stations. Oh, this is getting annoying. Bam. So number 6 tour point right now is the one that utilizes both stops. And then we got to say over here. Which is the side that needs to go on the opposite side? Is it you? Yes. So you going down. Bam. 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 And does that solve the line now? It does, but what's the issue? Oh, you're trying to go the opposite way. You should be going that way. So it's tried to go back on itself, but obviously it can't do that. Because that's not how we've set the line up. So in theory, I now get to buy... I'm going to buy 6 of these. No, I'm going to buy... Yes, 6. To go on line, which will be line 4. Now, are they going to do that for every single one of these? Want to now go the opposite way? Yeah, each one's going to want to do it. What I should have done is put a signal down. So if they go back, at least then the next one waits, is what I'm trying to say. Right, that line's done. Now we add a new line, which this becomes the bypassing line. So we'll start here, which we'll pull it on number 3, where it can utilize 3 and 4. And then we come down to here, which that should be on number 3, which most likely it's going to change. Right, what's the issue here now? Why are you... Oh my... Why are you continually trying to turn around? Why can't you just go the opposite way? You're meant to be going that way. And so are you. How did you get out? Boys, this has not gone to plan. This has not gone to plan right now, and it's going to be a big issue for us. It's because that next signal's here as well, isn't it? Right. No. Get rid of that signal. That should sort us out, but it's only going to put the issues going back as well. Right. I've got to solve this problem real quick. I'm an idiot. All I'm going to say is I'm an idiot. That's all I'm going to say. You ain't got to say it. I said it for you. Okay? I said it for you right now. I'm an idiot. I am an idiot. Right, who's now not moving? Who can now move? You do realise you've got the green light to go out. Trains mutually blocked. Oh my goodness me. I've realised how much of an idiot I actually am. I've only gone, boys. I've only gone and got the line completely the wrong way round. He's only gone and got the line completely the wrong... Right, don't want to talk about it. Don't want to talk about it right now. Just don't talk to me about this. Right. One. I've also got the other one the wrong way around as well. Right, that's 2. Don't talk to me, okay? I'm not a happy Seniac right now. I'm not a happy Seniac right now. The painstaking task of doing this. Ah. Right, where's number 24? Right, somewhere along this, it's broken. It's you. There we go. The trains are now back in business. But the other one's now the issue. Which is line 4 for us. Luckily, there's not as many on this one. Oh, there we go. So 2. 1 and 1. Which is going to completely mess up a train. That train can now turn around and get back out. That train has now got to turn around. Right. What I thought would be a really easy job turned out to be a very, very stressful job. Very, very stressful. So, signal-wise, trains can now come out that way. This is clearly in the wrong way as well, which will turn this around. And now we're all good. Now we're all good. Right, where was I on that other line? We got to here. Which I'm scared to know which side it's currently on. So, we're starting there. We're coming down to Richmond, which it needs to be... It's already on number 3 anyway, so I think we're okay. Right, so, bam, bam. We're not stopping here at all. The next stop is here. Okay. Which, right now, this is doing all the correct stuff for us. And then we get to there, which there it utilizes both stops and then comes back by 1. Which, that is... Oh, that's worked out beautifully for us. Right, this one's worked for us completely fine. Yes. See? It's not too bad when it works, you know what I mean? God damn it, boys. And because that's a longer distance, I'll probably buy 12 for this one, maybe. But then again, I didn't buy 12 for the other one. But it's a longer distance to travel in general. Which that is line 5. Right. That will now take some time for all of those trains to filter out. But the stations have got the ability to kind of connect. Now, all I've got left to do, because it's one thing that we have still yet to get done, is create a wider radius. Now, there's another train currently broke. Now, what's the issue? Who's stuck now? So you've got to go that way. You need to turn around. Oh, I know what the issue is. I've got these on the wrong sides now, haven't I? Because I'm an idiot. Right, minimal work. Minimal work. The trains can at least filter to the correct line they need to get to. Right. Where was I with these platforms? Because we got to give us maximum radius for connectivity. It was all going so well as well, guys, wasn't it? It was all going so well this episode. It was all going so well. And then I had to be foolish and get the train line built on the wrong side of the tracks. Even though I set waypoints up. Did I not realise what a waypoint is? How dare they? How dare they right now? Right, I'm also really excited to see what it's done to Foolstown now, having all this additional city connection. I'm really excited to see what that is going to do for us in the long run. But let me just get the road connection set up first. So, road connection. If I pick about here, does that work? Yeah. I'm going to see how far we can take this. So, snapped on the axis. We get caught there, which is okay. We'll lead some roads now going further past it for quicker access to areas. And it will alleviate the pressures and allow the cities to grow even more. More than they are right now. More than they are right now, boys. Absolutely amazing. Obviously, I haven't got this one set up, but I'm waiting for all the trains to kind of filter out before I do anything anyway. Right, that's now up and running. Okay. I got it fixed in the end. Okay, guys? Leave me alone. Stop cyberbullying me right now. But this side is now all done. It splits, it directs, it goes to exactly the places I need it to go to. Now, the original line that came into here, which is this line there, only has 6 trains on. We will duplicate another 2, just to hopefully slightly start clearing that backlog. They're going to funnel out of there. And there's about 30 odd trains that I've got to come out of this yard right now. So this will just kind of take their time. Wait, hold on. Are they still going the wrong way? No, I think they turn around, don't they? I've got it horribly messed up, by the way. But everyone's taking their turns. Everybody is taking their turns. So theoretically, this train should turn around. So it should be going to this next station here in just a minute. Oh, no, it's... Oh, no, no, it is set up correctly. Right, ignore me. Why did I build those extra lines then? Oh, ignore me, guys. I clearly don't know what I'm doing. I clearly do not know what I'm doing. Right, another train coming out. This will take time, is all I can say. It's going to take time because I am a fool for how I've got this set up. But that now gives these guys the ability and the green light to grow a little bit bigger. We do need to eventually come back at some point and do what we've done in the other cities, and that's build these nice little connective tram lines. It just kind of tricks them into understanding that they can travel between the 3 and stay within their own city as we've got the tram lines going all the way down. I've got to do it in all the other places as well. But in general, we can judge growth by how far they're growing past my train stations. These outer stations here used to be surrounded by nothing. These were surrounded by nothing, and now they're slowly being surrounded. Foolstown, look at the resonance right now. The growth chart should be growing. Was that 4,500 at the start? We're now 4,800. It's getting a little bit out of hand with this growth, which is absolutely amazing. I'm loving every second of it right now. And now we've got to grow these towns, because the bigger we grow these towns, the more destinations Foolstown can travel to, thus increases the multiplier. That's just simply how it works. So that will take some time. The only good thing about all this, though, is the trains will be spaced out. Right, that's gone to that side, so clearly that should go back that way, he says. He says right now. With no confidence in his train. No, yeah, it's going back. So yeah, it's all going to work fine. They've all just got to take their time. It's a lot of trains to filter out from one depot. A lot of trains. Right, that should take the heat off then. This line 9, as there's alternative routes. It's going to swap a load of people at this station. We might need to look at making sure we've done all the signals. I'm going to quickly go through and do all these signals real quick. Even though we don't need them in all areas, I'm just making sure we've got them in all areas. Right, that one's okay. Leading into here is okay. And there is okay. Leading into there is all okay, but not into here. Right, glorious. And here as well, we haven't really got any implemented there. And then going back this way. And then we're all good there. Mainly just for this loop here, because we are going to see a lot of people transferring on this stop, as that's the final end route for this vicinity. So it kind of does make a little bit more sense. We might eventually start seeing the ability and the need for more trains on the little individual loops. So we have added an extra 2 trains onto line 9, which does bring an extra 400 capacity to alleviate on these junctions. You just got to wait for the trains to make their way through and slowly start clearing them. But also, returning customers won't use the same line, as there's now other options. And it is over here. I do got to get them ones set up over on that side, which they should be a lot easier. Because on these ones, we've already done the bypassing going through to over there, so we don't need to implement another one. We're just doing a straight line that kind of then connects in, which will probably most likely be on this one here. And then a bypassing line that goes round to run down the other side of this, which we're going to have the same problem with this. It should be on this outer line, but we have to bring that round, and it's going to have to either utilize this, or it's going to have to go up, under, or up and over. I'm not too sure how that's going to ultimately work just yet, but we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. Where there's a will, there's a way. We figured out this one, and that's worked out pretty sweet. Right, there's starting to be quite a few people now waiting, which is really, really good. And like I said, this is very, very slow process right now, bringing the trains out, but at least they'll be nicely spaced, is the main thing, isn't it? They'll be nicely spaced out when they are all eventually out. Very good, boys. Just give it time. So, Fallstown, you will not stop growing right now. The charts are still skyrocketing. If it wasn't for the slow simulation speed, I have no idea what it would be like. I feel like I kind of have to let the game like run for like a couple of hours in the background, just fast forwarding, just to see where it bottom out at, where the level playing field is going to be. But we're only a couple of tiles here, over here, here, and here, from going further than my actual radius of train stations, which is starting to become a little bit wild. It really is. But we got to keep expanding the bus routes. We've got to keep making sure that we've got enough cargo coming in. They're still being fed. It's at 80% still, which I'll take it. If it starts dropping down to like 60%, I know then we're going to have to do something to bring more goods in. But 80% is really good. We can only really max that out at 100, and only that is making it have exactly what it needs, which that's difficult in general anyway. These are the numbers that we can play around with the most, and the destination number is slowly increasing. It is slowly increasing, and we will slowly get there. We will slowly get there. But I think looking at all the little trucks again next episode will be a big thing. I've got to do the bricks, the construction materials kind of stuff as well. But other than that, not too bad. Not too shabby. Fallstown just doesn't want to stop growing. And it's still growing even more. Oh my, it's twice the size of our second biggest city. How wild is that? Crazy, isn't it? It's absolutely crazy. That is going to be well over 5,000 in size in the next episode, boys. It really, really is. So what we've got to do now then is allow these 3 new train lines to settle in. Allow them to settle in. Allow all the trains to be pumped out right now. Like, you know, it does take a little bit of time. Allow them to all be pumped out. Let them settle in. Let them move a few people around. And then we can see where we currently stand. But it's getting big. Bigger, 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 always. When will the growth end? I don't think it's any time soon. Its target population is 10,000. Let that sink in right now. 10,000 for its target population. Oh my goodness me. Guys, until next time, I will see you all soon. So, goodbye.